All right, remember that you should be writing while I'm writing. Have at least your last name at the top of your paper and the date. I made a date up because, doesn't matter for me. So 1A, you should have already watched the video about defining some numbers, so that will make things great for us. So let's talk just a little bit more about opposite numbers, all right? And this will also talk about elevation. So let's say we have a pelican, and he's flying around because, well, pelicans do that kind of thing. 5, 0, -5, -10. So this is called a vertical number line. It's vertical because it goes up and down, right? And 0, in our case, is going to represent sea level, because we're going to be having our pelican fly around. And our pelican is flying around at approximately 7 feet above sea level. He is flying. And then our pelican spies a fish, and like a giant predator that he is, he dives down and gets it. And dives means goes underneath the level of the water. He went below sea level 1.5 feet to find his fish. Okay, you with me so far? So he was at 7 feet above, then he went 1.5 feet below, and then he floats up here to 0 because now he wants to eat his fish, right? So we had positive and negative numbers. They weren't whole numbers because that one was 1.5, so we would call these rational numbers. So we plotted these rational numbers on a vertical number line, and we used elevation, which incorporates sea level, and sea level is at 0, and anything above sea level is a positive number, and anything below sea level is a negative number. Okay? Let's practice that again, not with the pelican. Right? And if I plotted this number and I told you it was 1.5, what's its opposite? Oh gosh, what are those notes from yesterday? Well, I have them right here. Opposites, same distance from 0 in the opposite direction. Okay, so if this one is above 0, below 0, let's see, between the 1 and the 2, between the 1 and the 2, must be a negative. Okay? It's that simple. What if I had -2? What's its opposite? Ooh, same distance from 0, but in the opposite direction. Same distance, so it's 2 from 0. So 2 from 0 in the opposite direction. Oh, that's a +2, Miss D. All right. Okay, last example, and then I'll let you get to work for today. No, I take that back. This is part 1. There will be a part 2. Let's pretend that we had some of you playing a game. And for sake of not making anyone feel bad for not being the winner, you get a +1 if you're correct, get a -1 if you're incorrect, and high score wins. Okay? High score wins. So if we had, let's just say, player A, player B, C, D, E, and F. If we had these players and they had the following scores: -7, -1, +3, 0, +2, -5. How would we find out who wins? Well, we'd look for the biggest number. And if you're not sure because, well, integers are kind of tough, awesome. Let's just plot them on a number line real quick. Ooh, I think I didn't make this big enough. But I have a pen. I can just write over it. And I know I don't have to go very far this way, so it'll be okay. Misty, why didn't you label all of the lines? because that's a lot of numbers to write, and then it gets confusing, and I don't like it. So let's plot these. -7. Here's a 0, negatives to the left, -7. Okay? -1. Here's a 0, negatives to the left. Oh, I should plot these and label them. That was A. This is B. C is +3. 1, 2, 3. D is at, oh, goodness. D is at 0. E is at +2. And then F is at -5. Okay, so who won? Well, whoever had the biggest score, and that means the distance furthest from 0 on the positive side, C. C had the biggest number. All right, so let's remember something. On a number line, to the right are your positive numbers, and to the left are your negative numbers. All right? Okay, if you didn't quite understand like opposite numbers, rewind this. For real, it won't take very long. Just rewind me and go listen to that part again, or hop on sometime when we can meet up. So during my office hours or in class. Okay? All right, part 2 on the way.